intensive treatment.
Welcome back, everyone, to Intensive Treatment, the greatest podcast on this planet and the number one source for everything Arkham related.
Yeah.
And today we're going to be finishing our trilogy of DLC by talking about the Arkham Knight DLC. And there's a lot to go over.
A lot.
There's a lot here. It is gnarly. But
A whole lot.
so I guess we'll talk, we'll mention the fact that this also has a season pass. So if you just want to get everything in one fell swoop, you can buy it through there. And also, just like with Origins, it comes with an exclusive skin, which is the Flashpoint Batman, Mr. Thomas Wayne.
One of my favorites in the game as well.
It is a really good skin.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I played Arkham Knight recently. I've just been going through it and Flashpoint was just a really fun one to use.
Yes.
In the game, it's especially for those moments where Batman's just literally going insane, in the Stag airship. It's like when you think you fucking fire at Scarecrow. That's great. Yeah, I love how, and this is the case for couple other skins, they make it look like it'll fit in the Arkham universe.
Yes.
Which is an interesting idea.
It is. I enjoy that though.
I do too.
I mean, let's face it, the Arkham universe is basically an extension of the comic universe.
Pretty much.
So hey, I give them the freedom.
Gotta make it unique in some way. So next we'll go over the exclusive stuff just to get them out of the way. We got the skins here, which is Adam West Batman again, and also Justice League 3000.
Yeah.
Which
I love you 3000.
3000's okay. I like it better than the Adam West skin we got.
Yeah, me too. I like it better than that too.
Yes, it's a cool black and red motif, and also it comes with a Batmobile, which is just the tank mobile with the red lines and the 60s logo on it, which is my favorite Batmobile to use with Batman Beyond.
Yeah.
I have this weird thing where I pair Batmobiles up with certain skins. So
I don't think that's weird.
So with the prototype Batmobile, I'll use that with Arkham Origins and the Robin mobile I'll pair up with first appearance Batman. If you're a fan of the comics, you'll know why. But yeah, stuff like that is just interesting. So but yeah, I do like the Justice League 3000 skin.
Yeah,
it's cool.
Yeah.
All right, let's. Oh, you go right ahead.
No, I said me too. I enjoyed the 3000 skin.
Okay. So let's talk about the first two packs here. These character packs or story packs or whatever the fuck you want to call them. First one is the Harley Quinn DLC, which is announced as it was a pre-order bonus. And also I think it was the same case too, where if you bought new copies of the game, it just come with it would just come with Harley Quinn. So But what do you think of the pack in general?
I'm not a big fan of it. I was really excited for it pre-release because I don't believe we got any gameplay of it at all. So I was, at least I never saw any. So I was very excited. I was like, oh man, it's a story pack for Harley Quinn, and then we get there and it's 15 minutes of fun, and it's not even that fun. It's literally all of them. All these story packs are just challenge maps set as missions, and with a small premise to it. So Harley Quinn's is obviously you go to the Bloodhaven Police Department to break out Poison Ivy, whom Nightwing captured, and you end up fighting a bunch of goons. There's a couple combat sections, Predator sections, and then you fight Nightwing, and he loses to Harley Quinn. Nightwing loses to Harley Quinn.
That's so sad.
It really is. So I'm like, all right, well, this is not quite as bad as how he died in Injustice, but it's pretty bad.
Yeah, it's not great.
No.
Oh boy. Yeah, I think the pack, for as short as it is, like I enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's fun to breeze through, like, and
Sure.
also I like playing as Harley Quinn. I
Yeah.
think she's a fun character.
She is.
Um, like I like her detective mode, how it's all just scribbles on the walls and stuff, and also her rage ability
Yeah.
is fun to use too, where it's just like once it's activated, you just one shot everyone,
Hmm.
and yeah, it's a fun pack, but it's such a shame that it's so short. And
Yeah.
also Nightwing, what the fuck, man?
Yeah.
You lost to the clown girl. That's just an insult. But
Yeah.
I'm sure Batman was looking at that and he's just like, why, Dick? Why?
Yeah.
So the next one to talk about is the Red Hood story pack.
Oh boy, here we go.
Yeah.
You
It's
want to?
it's
Yeah,
this
you talk
for
about.
me, it's the same case with Harley where it's fun, but it's just so short. I think it's even shorter than and I think it's even shorter than Harley's, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think so too.
I don't know how they managed to accomplish that, but it's weird too because it's just like it barely like at least with Harley like it's in one area, but this is just like it's like three challenge maps put together. It's just a campaign. Like, it's just a challenge map campaign
Hmm. Yeah.
with like cutscenes in between it, but Red Hood's really fun to play as, and I do like that boss fight with Black Mask.
Yeah. Me too. It's a good boss fight.
Yeah, it's fun just shooting Black Mask.
Shooting the crap out of Roman Psionic.
Yeah. It's like you wonder how the fuck he even survived all those bullets just piercing his body.
I think at that point he probably survived splatting on the ground too, because he's just invincible.
Yeah,
But yeah, I mean, I enjoy this one more than Harley Quinn's. I like the set pieces better.
yeah,
Um, I love, oh man, that the shipping yard Predator encounter is really fun to me.
it is fun. Yeah.
And actually the first combat encounter is really good too.
Hmm.
That whole thing is really fun. It's just so short,
Yeah.
and it doesn't give us any character development for Red Hood.
No, it's just like it's just a day in the life,
Yeah.
basically. There's
Um,
no insight to what happened like after. I mean, I guess I could see why they didn't do that because they wanted to keep the whole mystery of who the Arkham Knight was, but it's just obvious.
right.
So I would have rather they had it where like once when you go to pick the Red Hood story pack, it'll be like spoiler alert, like
Right.
for that, like just to give some insight. But I mean,
Right.
they don't do
And
that.
I mean, what did they think was going to happen? The Red Hood mask looks exactly like the Arkham Knight mask. What were they thinking?
Also, the guns
Same
he
thing.
carries around are just the Arkham Knight guns.
Right.
So
I'm like, dude, if that's not a dead giveaway, then like I don't know what is.
yeah,
But
yeah,
I don't know. That's all I have to say on this map. This story pack. My bad.
yeah. One thing I want to note is that on the wiki it says that it comes that both these packs come with classic Harley Quinn and also the Arkham Knight skins,
That's not
which,
true.
well, yes, and it didn't come with that initially.
But it comes with it now.
Yeah,
Okay, I didn't
I
know
think it
that.
was like after because I remember when they were announced that it was just like Rocksteady tweeted out, "Is like, would you rather have an classic Harley skin or an Arkham Knight skin?" And they were just like, "Fuck it, we'll just give you both." It's, so as long as you have the DLC, you can play as their alternate outfits, which are really fun in the challenge maps.
I love the classic Harley suit.
I love the classic Harley
That's
suit, and
that's how Harley should look.
yeah, just in everything.
Yeah.
And playing as the Arkham Knight is fun too.
Yeah, it is. I agree. I have a
It
lot of.
doesn't get the modulator, which is kind of a shame, but
Oh, I know. Because he is the modulator. Um, yeah, no, I enjoy those suits. I feel like I play as the Arkham Knight suit a little bit more than I do the Red Hood suit sometimes. Um,
yeah, for me, I use the Arkham Knight suit more than I do the Red Hood one.
Go
Okay.
to like everyone, just so you know.
Yeah.
So what's
Yeah.
next?
So next up is the first appearance Batman.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if you guys have seen our Arkham Origins video, then you know that both of us kind of have the feeling that this suit was never done completely correct in either injury. Um, so it's hard to say like what would you say the main issues of this one are?
I think for me, it's just weird seeing this outfit on this brick shithouse of a Batman.
Yeah, I
I
think
will I
the
will
back
give
of
this one credit because it does look better than slightly better than it does in Origins, but
yeah, I agree.
the only thing I'm not getting behind is why is the belt black?
Is it?
Yeah,
What?
yeah. It's weird.
The belt's black?
It's black. Well, like it has gold pieces on it for like the center and like the capsules on the side, but the main part of the belt itself is black, and I don't understand why they changed that.
We looking this up, boys.
Yeah, do it. Um, yeah, the thing is that like I don't know, like the cowl looks kind of strange. I like that the ears are like where they should be, but it's just like the rest of it doesn't look all that great.
Yeah.
The logo is wrong, and yeah, it's just off-putting. Like it's strange.
Oh yeah, the belt is.
Yeah,
So weird.
it's weird. Yeah, I don't get it.
I am a
I don't
surgeon.
understand.
I am a surgeon.
I don't even watch that show, and that clip makes me
Me
laugh.
neither. I don't watch it either.
um,
So weird. All right, well, problem solved.
yeah. So next up is the prototype Batmobile.
Um, okay, so I think it's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, I like this one too.
I use it fairly often actually, especially when I'm starting up the game. Like I'll use it in the beginning.
Hmm.
Um, then I'll kind of switch through them throughout, but I really like it. The back of it looks a little weird, but at the same time, I don't care too much because it is a prototype. So in my head, I'm just like, yeah, okay. It would have looked a little bit stranger.
Hmm.
So overall, I really like it. I think it's a cool design to a really weird, weird idea of a Batmobile.
Yeah, yeah, it's
Rather a
a
tank.
tank. It's just like, oh, it's a tank. Like,
Yeah. No, it's a bat.
yeah, it's supposed to be a fucking Batmobile. But yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, I really like this one. It's probably my favorite as far as the alternates go. Like from these Batmobiles
Yeah.
specifically.
I
Um,
I think it's probably up there with the best because it's not just a reskin,
yeah, no,
like
it's
a
not just
completely different
like a
design.
color swap or anything. It's a unique model.
Yeah.
Um, I like that it has like the crash test like decals on it. Like it looks cool.
Yeah.
So next up is the new 52 skin pack, which has new 52 Batman, Robin, and Nightwing.
I love this pack.
I do too. And it's free, so you don't have to pay
Yeah.
anything for it. I like the Batman skin a lot.
I like the other
Um,
two much better though, for
yeah.
me.
I don't know, I'm looking at it now and it's just like I like this better than Origins version, but
I I dislike them for different reasons, but I think
yeah.
overall New 52 in Night is way better.
Yeah.
Like I can actually be that suit in this game and like be like, okay, this is kind of fun.
Mhm.
I look like a plastic bat toy from Arlen Toys, but it's still fun, you know. Um,
I think the best suit in this pack has to go to Nightwing.
Hell yes, it does. Hell yeah, brother. You hit it right on the money.
I like the just the design, and the red really makes it pop too.
I like how they change his hair for each Nightwing design in this game.
Yeah.
Really,
I think
hair change
yeah,
this or just
I think the hair changes. It looks different for New 52 at least.
yeah,
Which I do like this hairstyle.
me too.
And I wish they just had that for the regular night outfit, but
Yeah.
we can't have nice things.
No,
And the Robin suit is okay.
yeah,
It's
it's
not
fine.
my favorite.
No, me neither. But I like it better than the normal Arkham Knight suit. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's true. He's not fucking bald. That would
Oh,
have been really weird if for each of these skins he was just like, oh, let's just make him bald.
well, I'm so glad that they did that, and we'll get to that more with the other Robin suits. But thank God they gave him hair for the DLC suits.
Yeah.
It just makes sense, and it looks like Robin.
Hmm. Makes him look like an actual human being.
Yeah, not a baby in a freaking Robin suit.
And no, just a little tiny toddler in a mask. So for for the season pass, like this, each of these DLCs, like they're all in like within months. Like it'd be like a cluster of DLCs within the month. And so we're moving on to July, and the first thing that came out for this month was the Batgirl DLC.
Oh yeah,
It's a neat story pack. It's not my
best story
favorite.
pack in the game for me personally.
In this game, yeah, but as far as the series,
Oh
no.
no, I would say the order for me is Cold Heart. Um, I actually prefer the Batgirl DLC more than Harley Quinn's Revenge, just because I think that seeing a glimpse into the world before the Arkham games is very cool. Um, and obviously the actress who plays Barbara Gordon is freaking great. Um, but the continuity is messed up in it as well, so it's I don't know. I'm iffy about it.
I'd
All I know is Cold Heart is the best. That's all I know.
Yeah, Cold Heart is the best. I'd say I prefer Harley Quinn over Batgirl.
Mhm.
Even though there's more things to do in this one, and it's it's longer than most in Arkham Knight, but it's not that long.
It's not.
It's like maybe hour and a half, hour 45, I
Should
want
have
to
been
say.
longer.
Yeah. I think for the story parts, it's like hour and a half, but the rest, like the collectibles and stuff, you could probably get that in another. Like it spans out to 2 hours. So
Yeah.
um,
And I love the backstory stuff with like the hidden tapes for the amusement park
mm,
and all that stuff. I think that's really cool.
it's cool seeing Batgirl in action, and actually, she
Yeah.
is really fun to play as.
Yes. Yes.
But story is just kind of
It's fine. Like
it's fine.
it's just a it's a tip see the reason I like it is it's just a classic like Bat family member goes to kidnap or sorry, kidnap. Now they're not a villain now. Hold on. Goes to apprehend. That's the legal word for kidnapping. um, Goes to apprehend one of their rogues gallery, and
Mhm.
it's the adventure leading up to that. So I think it's just kind of a classic adventure kind of thing, which I admire. I like it. Um,
The
so
only thing I would change about this is Robin.
yep, he should be Jason Todd in the timeline. Sure, they could write it off, but it still doesn't feel right. In the timeline, he's supposed to be Jason Todd. Um,
Yeah,
I don't know why they did that. Um, but they did. So it's still like every time I play it, I'm like, what am I playing right now? Like it's in another universe. It's like Ezra Miller messed up the multiverse and then Tim Drake ended up in that world.
yeah.
Thanks.
It's just it doesn't make sense because like it's just because it has to be. Like it's a certain amount of time before Arkham Asylum. So I don't know if they made that clear within the game or marketing or whatever, but um, yeah, I would have rather just had Jason Todd because we know from the main game that they know each other. So
Right.
they would have had to gone on some adventures at some point.
Right.
But I feel like for this, because it seems like Batgirl's still a fresh thing. So
Right.
I would have much rather have like Tim or Jason be on the adventure with her,
Right. It would
and
have made
just
a lot of it would have been really cool too. It's like,
yeah,
oh, we're seeing another Robin in action that we had not seen before.
yeah,
Well, we saw him, but he friggin' died in front of us.
could have fleshed out his character, and maybe
Made him
give
more
Joker,
likable.
maybe could have give Joker like hints of like there could have been set up to him getting kidnapped by Joker, and
Right.
you know would have made things more interesting. But
Yeah. Because I mean, if you guys don't know the timeline is this. It's Dick Grayson in if we're going from Arkham Origins, um year three is Dick Grayson.
mhm,
And then somewhere it's like 7 or so years till Asylum. So somewhere within those 7 years, Dick Grayson went off, became Nightwing, and then Jason Todd entered the picture.
mhm,
And by the time of Asylum, we know that Jason Todd's death was relatively recent because Joker alludes to it in the game. Um,
yeah,
and it's only in one part. It might even be in a challenge map. Um, but it is there. And then by the time you're in City, it's also alluded to that Jason Todd was a thing in Joker's Funhouse. Um,
yeah,
and then they just screw the timeline up in that DLC for some reason because Knight still leaves it ambiguous as to when it happened between that time frame. But when that DLC came out, and it had to do with obviously it was WB Montreal doing it, not Rocksteady. So I think if they had overseen that, well, maybe even then they wouldn't have picked up on it because they screwed over Hush, and we know Hush existed in Asylum, and he just magically appears in City.
yeah. They
So it's the same dilemma.
continuity is just has been fucked from the start. So
I guess it's because Asylum, they didn't know how it was going to do. So they're just like, we're going to put in every cool thing that we know about Batman and his, you know, rogues gallery and all this side stuff in. And they did, but then I would have like appreciated if they stuck to it.
yeah, it's weird because like they made like they alluded to another game happening within Asylum,
Right.
like within the secret like office
Mm-hmm.
where the warden is. So they knew it's just like we're gonna do a sequel.
Right.
So you think at that point it was just like maybe we could have cleaned things up for continuity's sake, but whatever.
Right.
It is what it is.
Yeah. I usually just play the Batgirl DLC as like its own thing. Like basically I just connect it to Asylum.
I just pretend that Jason it's just Jason there.
Yeah, me too. That's exactly what I do. I'm just like, yeah, it's Jason. Then
Yeah.
she says Tim. I'm like, no, 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 no. It was a misprint. It
No,
was,
it's Jason.
but yeah. So
All right.
overall, it's good.
Yeah, it's a good it's the best Arkham Knight story pack, but it's still good
Yeah.
in its own right. All right, so next up we have the Batman Beyond skin.
Hell yeah.
This is another case where they made this design fit within the Arkham universe and it looks great. I know some people are like, "Oh, it just didn't work." It's just fuck you. You know what?
It
Fuck
works
you.
so well.
It's great.
Oh, dude, it's contender for the best suit in the game. It really is.
It's in my it's like top 2 for sure.
Yeah. I'd probably put it top three. Like I'm there with you. Like
Mm,
it's so I think what really helps it out is its originality. It's so unique to this universe. And it's such a fresh take on the we've never had another take on the Batman Beyond suit.
not
Um,
like this anyway.
no, not like this. Like they drastically changed it, but it still looks like the Batman Beyond suit.
Yeah.
It still performs like the Batman Beyond suit. Like kept the small cape. Um, you know, kept well actually they added red eyes, which I thought was a great idea.
Mm,
Um, and then they kept the red bat symbol. So they made an already greatest of all time contender suit. Like gave it another depth.
It's great.
Yeah,
It's
I love
fantastic.
it. Yeah.
Um, yeah, it's like I use this for every playthrough at some point or another, whether it's like from the start or whatever. I always love using it, especially when I'm like up against the Arkham Knight, just how similar they are to each other, like
Yeah.
design
Oh, it's
wise.
awesome. It's so
So it's fantastic. The next suit after that is the Dark Knight Returns outfit.
um to me, and I don't know what my opinions were in the previous videos because we have talked about skins before.
Yeah,
But as of today, right now, I think it's a step down from cities.
you think so?
Yeah, I do because you know what? I think the city one resembles the actual what I think of when I think of Dark Knight Returns a lot better. Um, it looks more refined here. Um, but I don't know. Him having the older face really helps that skin out for me,
Yeah,
and the whitened eyes. But I actually I kind of dig the fact that the cape looks so weird in this game. It's like a flat cape. Um, so that's one thing I like about this game, the game's version.
for the most part, from like the neck down, I think is a step up. Like I like the colors a lot better, and also just like the attention to detail with like the materials and stuff being used. Like
Mhm.
that's great. But yeah, you're right. Like just having that older face made it like would have made it better.
Well, I think you're
Uh
right in the sense of the materials look better and the suit definitely looks better.
yeah.
I wish it looked more like the Dark Knight Returns and not just like, hey, here's the suit you can wear. Like I wish
Yeah,
it was
it's
packaged.
just Bruce wearing this oversized bat suit.
You know what though? I really wish too that they had the leg brace thing with the satchel.
Oh yeah, the yeah.
It wasn't on either of them, but I would have loved to see
No,
it.
that would have been really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would dug it. So one thing I want to note for these last two skins is that these were pre-order bonuses for the PC version,
Okay.
and for a while they were exclusive for PC players until they just put it in the season pass, which I guess was always part of the plan. But
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why they made that distinction though, which is just like, oh, you can only get these on PC. It's just like, I think because of how that PC port turned out, they were just like, we're sorry. So just give it to everyone. Okay, so next up, well, it's not really DLC, but it's on the list anyway. Zernar Batman.
Yes.
It's a really fun suit, but I don't count it as DLC because it
Yeah, me
would
neither.
it's a WBID thing.
Yeah, I don't really count it as a DLC either.
Okay, let's talk about the Bat Family skin pack though, which is
Yeah,
really good.
it is really good.
So we got Arkham Origins Batman, iconic gray and black, Dick Grayson,
Mhm.
um, 70s Batman, 1990s Catwoman, 1 year later Robin, and original Arkham Nightwing.
What a great roster of suits.
Yeah.
Um, you give us your opinion first.
So Arkham Origins Batman is cool. I don't know why they switched the color scheme to the Dark Knight outfit
Yeah.
with all black and the gold belt, but um yeah, that's odd. Iconic gray and black. I like it, but I'm liking it less and less.
To me, that suit, it feels like I love the suit, but it doesn't feel like Batman should be in that suit.
No.
Like it doesn't look like something he would ever wear. The cowl's great and the cape is great,
Hmm.
but other than that, like it's like skin tight and You can literally see
Very
teeth
skin tight.
popping out. Um, and it looks like a Dick Grayson suit. Like, it just looks like he should wear that.
Yeah, it's got his belt, his gauntlets, like that is his out. I would have rather it would have been weird, but I would have rather they have that suit for Nightwing just as
That would
like
have
a
been so
side thing.
cool, actually.
But they didn't do that, so
No.
fuck it. Like I would have in place of this, I would have just had like Jim Lee Batman.
Yeah, me too.
70s Batman is I don't I like Cities a lot better than I like this one.
Yeah,
But it is still fun to drive around with this skin and the 70s Batmobile.
I agree. And I'm never gonna pass up wearing it, but just because I love that suit so much.
Mhm. 90s Catwoman is the best suit in for her in this game.
I agree.
Um, original Arkham Nightwing is great too, and I love the Robin outfit. It's not my favorite Robin outfit in this game, but it's still good.
Yeah.
All right. All right, let's talk. Did you have any more thoughts
No,
before we move on? Okay.
I do love this pack though. I
It
do.
is great. All right, let's move on to the 1989 movie
Oh yeah.
Batmobile pack, which I guess we can just breeze through because we already did a video about this.
Go check it
So
out.
yeah, go check it out. Great suit, great Batmobile, great race tracks, just a great pack overall.
Yeah, it's terrific.
All right, so after that is the Crime Fighter Challenge Pack 1. It doesn't say which maps are on this list, but I did pull up another tab. So we can see which ones are on here.
Okay, cool.
So for combat, we have Assault on GCPD with Batman and Robin,
That's a good map. I really like that one.
Cat's Conundrum with Catwoman,
Mm-hmm.
Newton's Cradle with Nightwing, and then Teen Titan with Robin.
Okay.
And then for Predator, we have Deconstruction and Financial Crash with Batman.
All right.
I like Assault on GCPD a lot.
Me too. And I also really like Teen Titan.
Yeah, Teen Titan's good too.
I don't really think there's any bad combat maps in Arkham Knight. I just think that there's some that are more memorable than others.
Yeah,
Um, I think that goes for all of them except Origins, honestly. I think there's some that are just not good in Origins. Or they're so forgettable that you just don't even recall playing them.
I feel that a lot with Night 2, where it's just like a lot of these are just like very like I don't remember like very little about any of them.
Right.
So
Yeah, I'm
yeah,
not.
pretty solid first pack,
Oh yeah, sure.
I gotta say.
Agreed.
Okay. So next up we have the 2008 Tumbler Batmobile pack.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the Tumbler and then two racetracks, which is Ashes Race and Cataclysm. Or Ashes and Cataclysm, I should say.
Which do you
Um
prefer, by the way? Out of
out
the
of the racetracks,
yeah,
probably Cataclysm, I want to say.
yeah. I was hoping you would say Ashes because I prefer Cataclysm as well. Um,
Yeah.
but so this skin, when it was announced, I was super excited. Just because obviously I love the Dark Knight trilogy. I mean,
Hmm.
but the older I get, the more I don't like the suit in the movie. And
Oh, we're talking about the Batmobile.
oh my god, my bad. Okay, love the love this Batmobile. Um, and I think it's actually one of the best Batmobile DLCs in the game in terms of performance. Like it plays really well. Um, it's like that and the Burton one are like they play so well. They feel so great to play with.
Yeah,
Like
it is fun driving around in the Tumbler.
oh yeah.
Just reenacting my favorite moments from like the Dark Knight trilogies is
Hell yeah.
fun. It's weird though because the skin is not included with this. I
Yeah, I
guess they
know
were
it's a
I
bit.
guess they were still working on it at that point.
Yeah.
hard to say,
Yeah.
but we weren't exempt from skins because the one that did release that month was the original Arkham Batman skin or just the Arkham Asylum outfit.
Yeah. Although, you know what? It's like original Arkham skin, it makes it feel like this was the original way God intended it, which is how I feel about that suit.
Yeah, I'm glad that every game got some sort of representation. Like we got original Arkham, the Asylum outfit. We have basically the Arkham City outfit, the one that we get in the beginning of the game. We get Arkham Origins, and then of course we have the design from Knight. So everything is all here from those games essentially.
Yep.
And it's my original Arkham Asylum's my favorite Batman outfit in these games, like as far as original design goes. So I'm glad that they brought this back.
Me too.
And it's free too.
That was the
So
best part about this when it came out.
yeah.
Like, oh my God, I can get another one.
Don't have to pay a damn thing, but
Nope.
yeah, it's great. So
Challenge Mac.
challenge challenge map pack 2. We have for combat Feline Frenzy with Catwoman, Flying Grayson with Nightwing, high interest. I can't talk today for Batman, and then for Predator we have Sky High with Robin and Uncontainable with both Batman and Robin. And also there's a Batmobile one here too. It's called Armored Assault.
Is there?
Yeah. I don't remember any maps from this pack. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's the case for most of these packs up until we get to like the community challenge pack, the challenge map pack.
Yeah.
So we just move on.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So we have another story pack, which is the GCPD lockdown with Nightwing, and it's fine.
Yeah. It's all right.
I like that it's in the day, like we see Gotham in the daytime.
Me too. I agree with that. I love
Other
the
than
vibe.
that, though, it's just like, oh, it's just whatever.
Yeah, I agree.
I do like the very end though, and like one of my favorite moments from that is at the end, Penguin's coming up in the elevator. She's like, "Oh, Nightwing's here. He wanted to say hi," and then Penguin walks out and just looks up. It's just like, "Oh, shit, bastard."
Mm-hmm.
All right, so 70s themed Batmobile skin.
Love it.
It's fun.
Yeah, it is really fun. I use it a lot, actually. What about you?
Me, I use it like sometimes, like I mentioned it, like I'm using it with the 70s outfit. So if I'm not using the 70s outfit, I'm not using the 70s skin or
Mhm.
Batmobile. So speaking of Batmobiles, we have the classic TV series Batmobile, and it's the actual Batmobile, not like a reskin or anything. And it comes with 60s Robin and Catwoman. I'm gonna be real with you. I do not like those skins at all.
I don't either.
They look so weird, especially with the faces. The faces are just like, why is this like this?
I
Why
know.
is this here? So off-putting.
I agree.
Um, but the Batmobile is really fun to drive.
It is. I love using that Batmobile. I use it with the first appearance suit. I use it with the Adam West suit. Or
Mhm.
sometimes I'll just use it randomly. I'll just
Yeah,
put it in.
it's difficult to drive though because like it swings in the back, like especially if you're doing like a sharp turn or whatever. Like just yeah, it's awkward, but it's probably my least favorite like Batmobile to drive. I don't know about you.
Mm, that's a tough one. Mm. So, well, we'll get to this Batmobile soon, but I think the Asylum Batmobile is harder to control than this Batmobile is. It swerves a lot more for some reason. I don't know,
Yeah,
but I overall like playing in that one better. So yeah, I guess on that level, this would probably be my least favorite, but um, I still think this one drives better than that one.
yeah, for sure. Okay, so what do we have? We have another Crime Fighter challenge pack, which you know what? I'm not even gonna mention the rest, like the other ones, because we probably don't remember anything about them. So we'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
Okay. So we got the 2016 Batmobile. So Ben Affleck, the Ben Affleck Batmobile and the Ben Affleck skin. And these are both really fun to use.
Yes.
And also it's another free pack too, so you don't have to pay anything for it.
Yeah. I
It
love the
was yeah. It's one of those things where it's just like, man, they're not gonna put Ben Affleck, like they're not gonna put that Batmobile in this game. And then they were like, oh, you know what? For all the people that doubted us, we're gonna put it in the game and it's gonna be free. So, so
yeah.
yeah, it's fun. It's probably like I think out of the Batmobiles, like 89, um, Affleck and Arkham are my favorite to drive around. And this one just handles really smooth too.
Yeah, I would agree.
Mm.
Is it like up there with your favorites?
It's like at this point, it's like my second favorite
Really?
to drive. Yeah,
Yeah. Wait, so what makes it not number one, Mr. Marvel?
because the Keaton Mobile handles so nicely.
Yes, it does. It handles perfectly.
Yeah,
It's like it's a perfect Batmobile.
it is. Yeah, it is the quintessential Batmobile.
It is. I think if thing about Keaton's is if you look at it, to me, that's what I think of when I think of a Batmobile.
Mhm.
So thanks, Mike.
Thanks, Tim Burton.
Yeah, thanks, Mr. B. Mr. Beast.
Oh God,
Yeah, Mr.
not him.
Beast.
It's like, hey kid, I'm going to give you $1 million. Oh nope, that was a scam. Sorry.
Wow.
All right, so we got some character story packs here. We got Flip of a Coin with Robin, and then Catwoman's Revenge with, well, Catwoman.
Yeah.
Asriel. um, I don't like either of these, but I like Robin slightly more than I do Catwoman's.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's Catwoman's just garbage. I'm sorry, but it's an objective fact. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Best.
Yeah. So we got a couple of Batmobile skins next. Oh, one sec. All right. So for the next two skins, we got the Riddler themed Batmobile and then also the Robin Batmobile and the Robin skin, the 90s Robin skin with it. I actually really like the Riddler themed Batmobile.
Yeah.
It's fun to use, especially like in scenarios where it's just like you're gliding around and then you come back and you find all this shit spray painted on it and just like, oh fuck. That is the headcanon I made for myself, and I feel ashamed for it.
That's okay. I support that headcanon.
Yeah. The Robin Batmobile is not my favorite. It's probably my least favorite, honestly, out of all the recolors.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That and the Rocksteady themed one, which we'll talk about later. But yeah,
Yeah.
what do you think? Do you like driving these around?
Yeah, I do. I have fun with it. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of in the middle for me. I think it can change day to day,
Mhm.
honestly. And like some of them it's not that way. Like obviously I could do others like with the drop of a hat. But
Mhm.
yeah, I think I have to be in the mood.
Yeah.
Thank you for asking. I really appreciate
Right mood.
it.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on to the last pack of November, which is the Wayne Tech track, the race tracks. These are fun, but they're really difficult to 3-star.
Yeah.
Have you played much of these?
No.
Yeah, I spent like a weekend trying to get all 3 stars, and I nearly tore my scalp out.
Really?
Yeah, it's hard.
Is that aggravating?
It's hard, yeah.
Wow.
Especially there's the 1 lap race, and it's just like fuck.
Yeah.
It's a pain in the ass.
I actually have an easier time on 1 lap races than I do the 3 laps. It's so weird.
Yeah.
I'm just built
Yeah.
different.
Most of them are like they're like the 1 laps are pretty fun, but this is like super strict on like the time, like the amount of time you have or the amount of time to get like all 3 ranks.
Mm-hmm.
Like I might have gotten it within like with 1 millisecond to spare.
Yeah.
It's that hard. Like, and I know some people in the comments are gonna be like, "Oh, it's super easy for me." It's just like I don't care.
Right.
Shut up. Okay, so next we have the Dark Knight outfit, the movie skin, 2008 movie skin they call it, but it's just Dark Knight. This one was not the best translation.
No. Not even by a long shot.
No.
Me.
You know,
I rarely ever use a suit. Like, I don't know.
yeah, no.
I just I
Probably
don't
like
even think it's
out
their
of the
fault.
movie outfits, it's probably the worst one by
Oh, it's
far.
definitely the worst one.
And I love the Dark Knight outfit, like in the movie, but in here it's just like it like I don't know, it looks weird. Like his body proportions are off. Like his neck too. Like his neck is thin and long.
He looks like a skeleton bobblehead.
Yeah, it does. It doesn't look right.
No.
But at least it's fun. Like it's fun when you're driving around in the tumbler. And I do like the cape. Even though it's just the Arkham Knight like default cape, but
Yeah.
it looks fine. Um Noel skin. What's your take on this?
I like it, but I don't really go out of my way to use it that often.
I like it better in this game than I do in Origins.
Yeah.
Mainly for like the color scheme. Because in Origins it was just like gray on top of gray. And it didn't look right. But this it's like black on gray and it looks nice. I just don't like the design of the outfit in general. Where
Yeah.
it's got like the weird cowl that goes down to his shoulders and extends to his logo. That I've always found dumb. And
Mhm.
also the belt too. I never liked the belt or the gloves.
Mhm.
So it's not my favorite.
Yeah. It's not great. I mean,
You know.
it's fine, but
You know what is great though? original Arkham Batmobile.
It is.
It's great. This is something I've always like. I was waiting for this to happen when they were like, "Oh, we're gonna put 89. We're gonna put the 89 Batmobile," and it was just like, "Please let us drive around in the Arkham Asylum Batmobile. This will be top 10 game of the year for sure." And then they did it
Yeah.
2 days before Christmas, and it's just like, "Thank you, Rocksteady."
Yeah. That was like the best announcement ever.
Yeah. Again, though, I always did find it weird that the skins and Batmobiles came out in the wrong order. So, like with the Asylum skin, it came with the Dark Knight Batmobile, and with the Dark Knight skin came the Arkham Asylum Batmobile. So
Mm-hmm.
it's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have one more Batmobile skin, which is the Rocksteady themed Batmobile.
I love this Batmobile. It's not special, but I love the colors.
I like it. I don't
All
hate
right, you know what, bro? No, I'm kidding.
it. I like it more than the Robin one for sure. And also it's just like it's a fun tribute to the company that brought us some of the best superhero games ever. So they've earned it.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, now now for something we can actually, dig deep into, which is the Season of Infamy.
Let's do it.
So uh what would you say is your favorite side mission of the bunch?
I would say my favorite is probably the Killer Croc one.
Killer Croc?
But I think that, well, the Ra's al Ghul one has a great storyline.
Yeah.
Um, I think I get emotional weight from those two though the most. Um, like, sorry, my dog's barking in the back. I don't know if you can hear that. But yeah, the Ra's al Ghul one tests Batman's morality, whereas Killer Croc one, you just feel terrible for Croc.
Yeah. Mad Hatter is obviously the worst of the pack.
I agree. It
It
is.
has a fun it has a fun like final bit, like a fun sequence at the end, but like most of it is just like disarming bombs from like the back of police cars and hearing that siren, which it's just
It's so freaking obnoxious, dude.
yeah.
I'm like, kill me now.
Yeah. But yeah, the sequence of like the page turning, like
Oh,
the
well,
book is
you know
fun.
what though? Freezes is great.
Freeze is great, yeah.
Freeze is really good.
I just played it recently and I'm like, man, this is a lot better than I remember.
Yeah.
Because I thought for the longest time, like everything up until the end was just kind of meh. And then when I played it recently, I'm just like, no, the first stealth sequence is a lot of fun. The second stealth sequence is fun too. And then you get like the tank battle, which is not the worst tank battle in the game.
No.
So it's a good like challenge, or it's a good like side plot. I do really like Killer Crocs also. Uh Mainly just for the story. The gameplay is just like it's all right. I do like the beginning of it though, where you're traveling around through the wreckage and like you see like one of the inmates get eaten under, like pulled into the water.
Oh, I love that.
So
It's like
there's
a horror game.
yeah, it's just so there's a lot of tension when you're like freeing up the warden and the other security guards and stuff, and then uh I feel like there's a part that's lost when you leave the airship and just go out into Gotham,
Yeah,
but the ending though is good.
I agree.
But Ra's al Ghul is probably my favorite one for sure. Just that choice at the end
Yeah.
makes everything well worth it. Even though some of the sections before are just like, it's fine. But yeah, that choice is just like, man, this is this is fucking nuts. Because in both, like, you lose somewhat. You win, but you also lose in a way. So while you think like when you technically kill him or leave him to die, it's just like there's a cold chill down your spine, which is just like he'll die anyway, and you made that happen. But
Yeah.
the other one, it's just like, oh, Ra's al Ghul's back and Nessa's dead. So
Mm-hmm.
there's merit to both endings, but like, yeah, that's just a great story overall. It's a great pack too. It's a great way to end this, like a great way to for one of the last Arkham related DLCs released.
Yeah.
So,
No, I agree.
there's two more things on here, which is the Batman Incorporated skin, and
Mm-hmm.
also the last Crime Fighter challenge pack, which is the community pack, which is the last two things are free to download. The community pack is great.
Yes.
It's got let's see, we got Crime Alley, the Monarch Theater, which is really cool. The Iceberg Lounge, which is great to see again. And then we have Wayne Manor, the Batcave, Silent Night, and Endless Night are the Predator maps. Monarch Theater is a fun combat map, but it's difficult. It's hard. But
I
it's something I've always wanted to see. Like even in Arkham City, I would have loved to have that as a challenge map at some point. So I'm glad that we finally got the opportunity to actually fight inside the inside the theater. And then all the Predator maps are great too.
mm-hmm.
It's just a great pack overall.
I agree. It is a really good pack.
I think this and the first crime fighter pack are the best ones by far. The other ones I don't give a shit about. Like,
Yeah.
and also we have a skin too, which is the Batman Incorporated skin, which is I like a whole lot better than I do in City.
Yeah.
Which
I do
what do you
too.
think? Yeah.
It just
Missed opportunity though, because I think they should have had the Earth 2 outfit come out with this
yeah,
skin.
they really should have. Well, look, what do we know now? Arkham is filled with missed opportunities,
Yeah, that's true.
particularly Arkham Knight. But
Sons of bitches.
I do love the skin though.
It's great. Yeah, it's like when I first got the game, it was like it was a similar scenario with Arkham City where it was like one of the first skins I downloaded or I just had. Because I had the comic, like when you bought volume 1 of the Arkham Knight graphic novel, it
Mhm.
came with that skin.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I had like I put it in the download, like I put the code in, I had it just on the system, and then they announced it like a month later that it was coming to like it was coming to the game. I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I wish they had both that and Earth 2. Because Earth 2 is phenomenal in Night.
It is, and it's like in my top 3.
Yeah. So in general, what do you think of the Arkham Knight DLC as a whole?
So mixed.
It is very mixed.
It's man, it's really weird. Like this game is such a mixed bag. Things I love about it. There's a lot of things I hate about it. And there's a
Mm-hmm.
lot of things that I'm kind of just like, like kind of in the middle. What about you?
I think if you're gonna get it, you should just get the season pass, but get it at a discounted price
Yeah.
because it's not worth $20. Um, I remember when it first came out, this was $40 the season pass was $40. And
Yeah,
then they downsized it to 20, and I don't even think it's worth $20 now. So
me neither.
it's like, for me, if you're gonna buy it, get it when it's like $10.
Yep. Agreed.
But for the most part, I think just in general, for the most part, it's kind of a missed opportunity. At the same time, it's just like there are some really good stuff in here.
Yeah, there is.
So do with it as you please. What is your favorite pack in Arkham Knight?
My favorite pack in Arkham Knight is between the 89 pack and probably the Bat Family pack.
I was gonna say the same thing.
I mean, you can't go really wrong with either of them. It gives you I mean, 89 gives you arguably the best skin in the game, and best Batmobile. That is, to me, that's objectively the best Batmobile in the game.
Yeah.
And then the Bat Family, you get the best of kind of like every little bit of each world of the Bat Family characters.
Mm,
So I love it.
fantastic.
Yeah, those are the best two.
So I think that's gonna be it for this episode. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. What's your favorite skin pack? What's your favorite map pack or whatever? What's your favorite DLC in this game?
Yeah.
Let us know. Do you have anything to plug? Because I don't.
No, not really.
All
Check
right.
out our other intensive treatment episodes though.
Yes.
Um, you can find them in the playlist right there on the screen. And yeah, that's it, guys. We will see you in the next one. Let us know in the comments, like Marvel said. And Marvel, you want to do the honors of saying your beautiful line?
Have a great night. Thank you all so much for watching, and stay locked up.
Yes, there it was. There it was. Come on, clap, everyone.